edition of Talk the Town Unfiltered podcast. You know me, Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town. I got the squad with me. It's been a long time, but we are back up in this thing to do what we do. Let's start it with the lady of the crew, RG. What's shaking, bacon?
What's poppin'? Rich girl, bad girl with good girl intentions. I'm so glad to be back here on the show. Don't interrupt.
That was you.
Yeah, don't interrupt me.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
I am so glad to be back here on this show. We were over on Instagram for a little bit. So if y'all didn't see it, we was over there for a little bit. But we back. We're back at home now.
We back home, back where we belong. So the Instagram thing is something that we're going to start doing a little bit more of. We just kind of wanted to test the waters and see what we could do, see how we could get it popping over there. But also make sure, we are the audio version of the podcast is always up. So whenever we do something, you can always check us out on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, on all of those streaming platforms where you listen to any of your podcasts. You can always check us out there. But also we'll be creating some more content for Instagram and for all the other social media platforms too. RG, you were we'll come back to that. So DJ Green, what's up?
You know me, man. The party don't stop. This goddamn camera and there we go. You know me, the party don't stop. It's ready to get rocking and rolling. Feels good to be back.
Okay.
And this camera's pissing me off, but we're gonna make it.
Why is it pissing you off? What is it doing?
Keep goddamn moving. Well,
if you log on early and be professional.
Nah.
He ain't trying to hear it.
No, not today. God damn it.
So since it has been a couple of weeks, we've
we looking at your whole dick? Are you kidding me?
No, shut up.
You just pointed right between your legs. This is too early. Too early.
I don't know what Green has going on there, but as I was about to say, since it has been a little bit since we've been here, make sure you leave comments. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video. Share, so we can get as many people up in this thing as we possibly can. We might have a guest popping through a little bit later, so we'll see how that goes. But RG, are you feeling better? You were a little bit under the weather last week.
I am. I'm feeling much better.
You're feeling much better. Good.
Your girl got high blood pressure.
Okay,
yeah, I crossed over.
Are you taking the medicine?
I am.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it faithfully every day.
Good. Like you can't play around with your health. So are
y'all
you
have high blood pressure? Do y'all have high blood pressure?
Blood pressure? Pressure P? High pressure P?
What I'm heavy in mine is like not like high, but like 145 over 88. But it'll come that like that's when I'm heavier. But when I drop my weight to regular weight, I'm good.
Well, mine was almost 300.
Oh no, oh God!
Your top number was almost 300.
Yeah, 290. 290 over 2 something.
I've never heard of anybody in my life with a top number in the twos, the top and the bottom number in the twos. Correct?
Yep.
290 over 200.
Your girl was pushing it, child.
Yeah, you stressing?
Huh?
You stressing? You ain't overweight?
It might be salt. It might. Yeah, I'm not overweight. You know this. I don't know. I'm not stressed. Y'all stress me out. The most stress I have is y'all. Y'all heroes.
Well, before the show, I saw you munching on 18 pieces of fried chicken. So obviously, it didn't stop your diet.
You know what? I did go get American Deli, but I got plain wings. I usually get lemon pepper, and I got plain wings, no seasoning.
Okay. You also had French fries. I saw those too.
I did. No seasoning.
You get them with no salt?
Yep.
You're lying.
Okay, I am, but
you're lying. You're lying all the way through your teeth. All right. Cool. That's what's up. So I have a Green. Did you tell us what you were doing? You said okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
So I have something to share with you all. Rich Girl isn't the only one who had a near-death experience.
Okay.
I almost lost my life a couple of days ago.
How?
What happened?
Well, so here's the thing. So, I've never taken any, not never, but I don't indulge in any sort of drugs or anything like that, right? Like that's not really my thing.
Your thing.
That's not what I do.
That's more of a green and rich girl thing.
Right. That's more of a green and rich girl thing. That's more y'all bad. So for some reason, I decided that for the Versus that just came out with Raekwon and Ghostface, which was a phenomenal episode of Versus. I want to commend them for doing such a
When
great
was
job.
that?
The other day.
like
I watched
Sunday.
the whole thing, but what I watched was dope.
I want to say it
I
was
didn't
Sunday.
even hear about it.
Sunday.
Like I didn't even see it.
That's the thing. I didn't hear about it, but my man has sent it to me.
Yeah,
while it was going on.
It was great. It was actually the greatest one so far. But anyway, so I decided that
the greatest one. Then come on now.
It really was for me as a hip hop head.
How many people were tuning in?
They didn't get a lot. They didn't get over 100,000. They did not get a lot of views.
It wasn't over 100,000.
They did not get over 100,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, they did not get over 100,000. But the song selection and the camaraderie between those two was excellent. As a lover of hip hop and a lover of the Wu-Tang Clan, I thought it was really, really dope to watch them do that verses. But anyway, so back to me. What's really important. So I decided, because I was so looking forward to this verse, that it would be a good idea to try an edible during.
You can't eat too much. Go ahead.
Doing verses. So I was on Instagram, right?
You bought it for verses.
I'm going to tell the story. Just hold on. So I'm on Instagram, right? And as I'm on Instagram, I see one of my followers she had been posting like she had, just like some edibles that she had picked up, like, all sorts of like fancy stuff, like ice cream cones and pound cake and all this other stuff. I'm like, man, like this ain't your everyday average like edible. Like this stuff looks pretty good.
Top notch.
Top notch. Like cupcakes and cookies and like, all right, cool. So I tell Ish, I'm like, yo, I want to try an edible when verses for the verses. So I hit the dude up, get all of the pertinent. Now, mind you, again, I've never used or purchased any sort of illegal narcotic in my life, right? Never. So I don't even know the verbiage to use. I don't even know what to say to this guy.
Lie, but anyway.
Thank you, Green, because I think he's reaching now. You reaching?
Yeah, yes, he is.
I don't even know what to say to this gentleman, right? I don't even know how do I even introduce myself. Like, hey, I don't want him to think that I'm the cops. Basically, is what I'm saying. So I'm trying to play it cool, like I know what I'm talking about. So I send him the message on the Instagram, right? And I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? I got your information from da 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 da. And
there, I would say you were feds.
See what I mean?
You're not gonna hit me up on Instagram and ask for drugs. Like you're feds.
What to do? Advertising on his Instagram that he had.
Yes, that's all. This whole
he wanted people to hit him up.
Right, his whole Instagram is that. Like that's all on his Instagram page. So so
you're in North Carolina. This shit ain't legal there, is it?
No, that's why I'm right. Yeah, I shouldn't be telling this story.
You shouldn't be telling this story. Like you're incriminating yourself.
Right. I'm still paranoid right now from Sunday.
Somebody knocking at the door. Yes.
So listen. So I hit my man. I hit the dude up. So we, he like meet me here. We set up the joint. So I go on his page. He got like goldfish. He got like lemonade. He got like. Again, like ice cream.
He do it for real. Yeah.
He do it for real. Like, so I'm like, all right, my man, what are you talking about? So he like one joint's like a hybrid and all of this stuff. So I'm like, all right, bet. Get with the dude, right? Fast forward, get the stuff. So verses ended up starting super early. Like they started on time. So me and Ish thinking like, all right, they ain't gonna start till like 9:30, 9:40, 9:50. You know what I'm saying? They started at like 8:15. So I got the goldfish and I got the lemonade, right? So the last thing the dude tells me when I see him, he said, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. You don't want to have more than half of either of these, right? I'm like, all right, bet, cool. It's a little small joint of goldfish, a little small joint, lemonade, cool.
The goldfish crackers?
Like they goldfish, yeah. They goldfish.
Hold on, it was an actual goldfish cracker?
Yes.
How you did that?
Yeah. Listen,
I've never seen no edible like that.
It's a bag of them.
It's like usually like gummy kind of.
I mean, they have. I never seen crackers. I've seen several cookies and brownies, but I never seen crackers.
I've never seen lemonade.
They make all types of shit like that.
Bro had goldfish crackers and lemonade.
Was it in the goldfish package?
No. It wasn't in the goldfish package. It was in like the medical, the silver.
Right.
Yeah.
It was in that. So I'm like, all right, bet. Versus comes on. I get my joints. I go through, pop the joints. Eating the edible, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool. So I look up like an hour and going by. I'm like, damn, I don't really. I don't do drugs. So I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel, right? So I was like, all right, well, let me just get a lemonade shot. You know what I'm saying? My man said drink half the lemonade. So I go,
wait,
lemonade.
The lemonade is like in like
the
a
lemonade was a
Gatorade type
drink?
bottle.
It's a drink. I said lemonade. Yes, it's a
I
lemonade.
thought you meant a flavor of an edible lemonade.
No, it's a lemonade. It's like
I
a
don't
little.
know what type of drug dealer you went to.
So
You
listen,
That's why I say he do it for
other
real.
shit, yo.
he do it for real. So I take half the lemonade. Bah! So mind you, the dude said only do half like
of
total
it,
of one. So like 30, 45 minutes later, I'm like, yo, I still don't feel nothing. Maybe because of my weight, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm not
only use half of one of these if you
that is correct, DJ Green.
You didn't listen to the doctor.
So I said, okay. I said, all right, bet. I'm not gonna I don't want to save this lemonade. Like it's only a little bit. So I might as well just take the rest of it to the head. Bah!
It was like a Gatorade type bottle, a small, it
was a smaller, like a juice bottle, basically, like the people that do juicing or whatever, like a small bottle,
okay,
not even
small bottle,
probably like 4 ounces, maybe like 4 ounces, right? So take the rest. It wasn't enough to
do it back, right?
It wasn't enough to save, right? You were just like, I'm not saving this. So
what did it taste like? What did it taste like?
Tasted like lemonade.
Good.
Like lemonade.
You didn't taste no weed, nothing like that. You didn't taste nothing funny.
It did have a scent of like. I mean, like a hint of like weed taste to it. Like, you know how you in the club. Well, y'all
right. Edibles, you're supposed to taste it.
Yeah, I could taste it. I could definitely taste it. So, versus goes off. I go upstairs. I'm using the bathroom. I'm standing over the toilet. I'm peeing, right? And I think to myself, I don't even remember how I got here.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. So I'm like, how did I even get upstairs? In my mind, I'm like, yo, how did I get here? And I say to myself, this is what I say to myself. I say, yo, did I fly up here? How?
Showtime. I'm not. No.
I say, yo. And I'm standing there. I say, yo, did I fly up here? How did I get upstairs into the bathroom? So cool. At this point, I'm still somewhat with it, right? I'm still somewhat with it. You know, the bed. I mean, he's watching TV. We were watching something on TV. Sit there, we watching TV.
Each didn't try it, but then you did it by yourself, right?
Right. No, she didn't indulge.
So she's sober. That's what I'm asking.
Right. She didn't indulge. Right. So I'm sitting there on the bed. We're watching TV. 5 minutes into the show, I look over to her, and I say, "I'm about to die." She said, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" I say, "Yo, don't let me die." When I tell you, I felt like my heart was jumping out of my chest. Boom, 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 boom. So she comes over, puts her hand over my chest. She said, "Yo, your heart's not even beating fast." I said, "You're lying. I feel it in my heart. What do you mean?"
I feel it in my heart.
I feel it in my heart. What do you mean? I know for a fact I'm having a heart attack. Yo, my eyes started rolling in the back of my head, right? I said, yo, I'm going to die. Please do not let the kids know this is how I went out. I pick up my phone to call the dude to ask him what I'm supposed to do because I'm clueless. Not only do I try to call him, I call him on FaceTime.
Yo.
Oh my God.
I call him. He was like, yo, hang up the phone. Hang up the phone.
Yo,
what are you doing? Hang up the phone. I'm like, what do you mean? I need to call this brother because I need to know what I need to do to not die. Bro, when I tell you, he didn't answer. She made me hang up. She made me hang up. I was like, Najee said it best, panic mode. When I tell you, I thought I was about to meet Tupac. I thought that was it for me, cuz like.
Was she laughing at you?
No, not that I know of. She might have been. Listen, so this is my last confession, and I'm only going to tell you this because I love y'all. Right. It was so bad. I ended up going into the bathroom and throwing up.
Wow.
I threw up in the bathroom.
Were you drinking alcohol too?
No. No.
Damn.
He gave you some God. It might be what he gave you, yo.
Listen, in my mind, I say, yo, I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, did he lace my joint with PCP?
Probably.
Like,
you probably did a whole
it's probably his
ecstasy.
body.
You probably
He threw
did
up.
Molly and everything.
When you throw up, your body is trying to kick out. He really, that's why he said don't take more than half of one of these.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying? You don't just throw up from smoking weed, but like it was too much. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I call Earl. Like I call Earl. Like I don't know if I'm the first
edibles
person.
don't do anything for me. I can eat as many edibles as I want and nothing will happen.
Really?
Because I'm a weed smoker.
It's a body high.
I'm a weed smoker. So edibles is nothing to me.
I'm never doing it again in my life. Don't do drugs.
Just smoke weed.
Your body, that's how your body reacts with
smoke weed.
Potent.
Just smoke weed. Just smoke.
The body high though is different.
Listen, kids, don't do drugs. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Do drugs. Just smoke weed.
Listen, I
do drugs. Kids do drugs.
Do not do drugs.
Kids do Molly. No. Do X.
That is not it. So I don't. That
I'm
was my
a real
first
role model. I'm a real role model for these kids.
That was my first and last experience with edibles.
Showtime. I refuse to believe you've never smoked weed. I refuse to believe that.
Don't believe that.
I don't.
Listen.
You probably tried a book of sugar and everything. You've tried it all. You've been around.
I've never tried any book of sugar.
Green, this is an honest platform. We don't lie on this platform.
It's a safe space. It's a safe space.
I swear to God, my kids, I haven't.
You've never tried.
Only because I've seen the effect of it on certain people. I've never will try it.
But other than me, every nigga from Greenbrier has always tried book of sugar. I promise you.
I know a lot of people that have.
Every nigga from Greenbrier.
That's why I don't. And I'm looking at two of them right there. I'm looking at two.
With the exception of me, every nigga from Greenbrier has tried book of sugar. I promise you. I promise you. It was a thing.
You didn't try. You just sold it. You didn't try it. You just sold it, right? Right, Green.
I'm just saying.
You just sold it, right?
Right, Green. Right, Green. So that's my story. That's my confession.
You don't get high off your own supply. You just
that's my confession. So y'all are the first ones that I've shared that with. No one has even heard that story.
It's a safe space,
it's
and
a
this
safe
is why
space.
we're here.
Yes. It's a safe space. So make sure
did your wife laugh at you the next day at least?
Yes, she did. She actually has been making jokes all week. So
great.
Yeah, she's
been text me and send me some of them.
She's been throwing shots like all week, like just random, just body shots. Like, yeah, you don't want to do that because you know you might get high. You don't want to do that. You might need to do it all week. Just bop, 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 just hitting them below the belt. Yeah. So
yo, you really could. I'm about to die though. Like,
listen, Green. I've known you for a very long time, Green. And you and I have been together at times when I have been extremely intoxicated and extremely inebriated. I have never felt like that in my life. In my life, I couldn't listen. My foot wouldn't stop shaking. Like my foot, like I couldn't control it. I couldn't control it. You hear me? Never again, bro. I don't know why it took me this long in life to experiment with drugs, but I'm cool. I'm cool. No, sir.
Showtime, have you ever smoked weed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I have.
Did you like it?
I didn't feel anything.
You didn't get like that.
No. Yeah, no. I've never felt this sensation in my life.
Not even being drunk?
No. And I've been extremely drunk before. Listen, RG, I asked myself if I flew upstairs, bro. Like,
right.
Just in hindsight, that's the craziest thought.
How did I get here? Did I fly upstairs?
He thought he had the ability to fly. Let's start there.
So I told Rich, I said, I'm so glad I wasn't in a social setting. Like, if I was in like a social setting, like out, oh nah, they would have had to call the police. Like, they would have had to call the police.
Yeah.
Like, the paramedics would have came. Like, nah, Like, I'm standing over the toilet and I say, yo, did I fly up here? Like, how did this happen?
You teleported.
As you peeing, You
Yes.
thinking, how did I get here to be
Yes.
in this peeing in this
Listen,
toilet?
Never again, bro. Never again.
It's not for
me.
you.
It's not for me. Just give me a bottle of Henny or something like that. Nah. Or some box wine. Nah, y'all can have other stuff. Y'all can have it. All right, let's move on. Let's now that we've gotten that out the way. Let's move on to the show. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Let's move on to this first story that I want to talk about. Suzanne Summers. Y'all remember her? Suzanne Summers. She was on Three's Company.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
With Jack Tripper and
Right.
what's the other girl's name? RG, you watch old TV shows. What's
Janet.
Janet. Yeah. Well, Suzanne Summers, she's 74 years old. Her husband is
84.
Her husband is 84. You know, she's also a breast cancer survivor. She's
84.
Her husband is 84. She's 74.
Mm-hmm.
She did a recent interview and she said that, quote, "At this stage of life, most people think that I'm over the hill." She said, "If it's noon, I've had sex with him 3 times so far in a day." She said, when I look at him, she says, "Oh, there he is." I'm like, "Could you just wait until the sun comes up?" She said, "Our relationship has always been amazing. Now that they have their kids out of the house, they can get it on whenever and wherever they want to." Now at 73 and 84, I'm trying to figure out, number one, does the well still have water in it at 73?
It doesn't need it if you can get KY. Like you can get KY jelly. Like you don't have to.
He probably has whatever female Viagra. You know what I mean? They got medicine every goddamn thing.
They're definitely taking something. Like it's
80,
no way.
84. He's 84, bro. I can't imagine that thing being able to get up at 84.
She said 3 times a day.
Take a pill. The pill that you and Green take from the gas station. He's probably taking those.
He's taking pills at his age. He's definitely taking pills every day.
The honey pills that you and Showtime take.
He takes the honey pill.
The one that y'all get from the gas station.
Did I see y'all that meme?
He's probably above the gas station.
But yeah, they're loaded. He's not going into the gas station.
He's probably not going to the gas station.
No, he probably has like medicated, stuff from his doctor, like a high dosage of like Viagra.
Do you think they really like get it in, or it's like
definitely getting in?
Like how? Like porn star sex, or just like
they're not out of shape. They can still have sex.
How do you know they're not out of shape?
I mean, you can see a picture of them. They're not fat and sloppy.
I mean, that's an old picture. That is not a recent picture. Did you see the new picture?
Even if they're out of shape, like 73 and 84 is still a crazy age to be having sex. But
like his back and his muscles, like you still can pump hard. Like
Jimmy Carter is 99. He's still Moses grass and all that. Joe Biden 79. He goes jogging every day. Bernie Sanders is 80 something.
Do you think
jogging every day?
Do you think Joe and Jill screwing?
Yeah. Joe Biden is definitely still screwing. You can tell.
You say they're screwing. I'm not gonna disrespect
Joe and Jill are definitely screwing.
I'm not gonna disrespect the president when he's not president.
Hillary Clinton is not screwing Bill Clinton. Like, if at all.
No.
If at all.
No. They haven't screwed
because she's screwing a girl. She's screwing another lady.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. They haven't screwed in. They haven't.
He doesn't have nothing she wants. She don't want nothing that he has.
Yeah, they ain't slept in the same bed in 30 years at least.
I can just tell Jill is submissive to Joe. I can see that vibe all day.
But I don't think that he's in the healthiest position to be still knocking it down at night.
Who? Joe
Biden?
Joe Biden.
You think he's not taking them pills too?
No, he's too busy running the country.
Joe couldn't get up them steps without falling down the other day.
That's what I'm saying. They've been talking about that. People have been watching.
Everybody fell on the steps though.
Obama is getting it in.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Oh, he might be putting up with. He's definitely getting it in. He's not like Bill Clinton. He's getting it in.
Oh, Bill Clinton is getting it in, just not with his wife.
With Hillary,
right? Not with his wife. About with his wife. Obama and Michelle are getting it in, but I feel like they had patches of not downtime, right?
I mean, what do you mean by that? Like, does it like patches of downtime? What do you mean?
Where like his wife might be complaining or not in the mood, or
you think she's you always think she's like a nagger, like you think she's bossy and.
Right, because I mean, she's a leader, a real leadership type of woman. Like Jill Biden is not trying to lead nothing. You know, you don't see her talking on TV or nothing for real. You know what I mean? Hillary Clinton want to be president. She ain't spending no goddamn body. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
Well, I mean, Hillary don't even like. She don't like Bill. Like, I think that that's a whole.
Yeah, she probably don't like it, especially after how she got embarrassed. She probably
that's a whole different conversation. Like, she don't even like him. Yeah. Like, she's they don't like each other. Like, they just.
And why are they still together?
The brand.
Yeah. Yeah,
what brand? Like, who's checking for them? Like, who's checking today? Who's checking for them?
They have fans. They got fans.
They got
fans. They got
books to sell. Yeah, they got books to sell. They got speaking engagements to do. Like, yeah. But she ain't going nowhere though. Like, she want to protect that legacy. She ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But Suzanne Summers is 73. Her old boy is 84, and obviously they're still making sweet love. So
yes,
there's hope.
That's happening.
Sweet love.
RG, do you think you're still going to be wanting to screw at 73?
Yep.
You do?
Yep.
Are you still going to be busting it wide open?
Yep. Twerking and all that. Wide open.
Knees being replaced and all, huh?
Oh, hip replacement and all that. Mm-hmm. Still gonna be slobbing the knobs. Yeah,
like corn on the cob.
Even if it's all shriveled up like a prune and the balls is all tight, I'm still going
short shriveling to the left. That's how.
I get him so much. He's 84 and he's getting in that off.
Do you know what them balls and that dick look like at 84?
No,
that
I don't
thing is so shriveled up. What I want to know, do your balls like shrivel up like the older you get? Do they like shrivel up?
I've never heard nothing like that.
So your balls are still like a 20-year-old balls right now.
My balls are bigger, actually. I feel.
Balls.
But
I think that's a good question. As you get older, like you start to wrinkle and like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like do
y'all have gray hairs on your?
I don't have any gray hair. Period.
I definitely do.
Gray pubic hair.
I definitely do.
Do you? I was about to say I don't even see. Do you get gray pubes? I didn't even know that. You know what I mean?
I definitely do.
I never seen.
If I didn't wax, it would be a damn snowstorm down here.
Snowfall.
This shit goes white. I ain't gonna lie. 40, the shit goes white. It look like I got on a pair of white panties if I don't shave. Like it's
like you put some baby powder down that joint.
Oh, great.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what happened. Like, damn.
It's a safe space. Listen, it be like that, man.
Definitely white down there, child.
Listen. I don't know when it's gonna hit
green. There's no way you ain't got no gray hair.
I don't have a single gray hair.
Stand up.
It's genetic.
Stand up.
I don't have any gray hairs in my head.
No, stand up and unzip them pants. It's a safe space, Green. No,
it ain't that safe.
Well, they'll demonetize us. No thanks.
It is not that safe. No, it is not that safe. No, sir. Please don't. Stay seated, sir. Please.
But if your balls are getting bigger, you might want to go to the doctor. Your balls shouldn't expand the older you get. You might want to get that checked out.
I feel like these bigger. I don't know.
You doing with big balls.
Remember back in the 80s, the Elephant Man, and he had like the where everything was big, like his face was really big. Mm-hmm. He had that disease. Maybe that's what Green has.
Are they heavy? How much do they weigh, you think?
Half a pound.
Put them on a scale. You got to put them on a weed scale.
Right.
Is it like 3.5? Like what they weigh?
8. They weigh more than 8. So yes.
My testicles weigh a ton. This is. Oh my gosh. Where do y'all find these people? Where do y'all come up with this stuff? Okay, let's move on to the next story, please, because this is. It
didn't go the way you thought it was going to.
It went all the way left. You just asked Green to stand up and show his balls. This is not where I wanted it to go when I chose this story. So
I wasn't expecting that either, but
none of us were.
Shout out to the Summer. I'm about to say the Summers family, but they got different last names. What does the guy do, yo?
Who? Oh, him?
Yeah. Well, yeah. What does he do?
He's 84. He's retired, obviously.
I'm saying, like,
what does he do?
Was he a porn star? Like,
what did he do?
If he was a porn star, you know.
I don't know. I don't know what his career was. He probably owned slaves. That's how old he is. I don't know what he was a slave owner. At 84. I don't know what he did. I have no clue.
Right alongside Biden.
Right. He had they both had indentured servants. Like that's it. So I never even heard of this man.
Me neither.
And she's still is like.
Okay, so let me ask this: why did this article come out? What was this article coming out? What is she doing something? Like, why did this come about?
She did an interview.
It's probably not often that people are just happy. Which they are.
She has a book coming out. She has a book coming out. Yeah, she has a book coming out. And in the book, the book is called A New Way to Age. I guess she's talking about how even though she's 74, she's still living her best life.
Hey, yeah. I'm here for it.
She's written 27 books. So
damn.
I don't know why she just decided to start telling us this now, but
no, they said 2 years ago she said that they were doing it twice a day in that article.
3 times a day before noon. What the heck? You got to start early 3 times a day before
noon.
She
said he wakes up like 5 o'clock in the morning for the first round. And she can sleep after time. She said by 8 o'clock.
No, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning.
He's somebody to look up to. He has hella energy, man. Like, yeah, he might live to be 100.
Definitely taking Viagra or something. Like he has to be.
Definitely.
The article said that he's taking some sort of sexual stimulant. It says
who, him or her?
Okay, hold on. Back in 2019, she told the Daily Mail that they had sex twice a day. This was just 2 years ago. So they've upped it in the last 2 years, probably because of the pandemic. Yeah. Right, because of COVID. They had to get it in more. Right. They were having sex twice a day thanks to a sexual stimulant. The melanocortin-based peptide, PT1. I don't even know what that is. Green, you might want to look into that.
You said it's called what?
He's taking that Michael Jackson dope. It might be too strong for somebody my age. You know what I'm saying?
Give me some melapeptide.
I can't even pronounce it. Some melanocortin-based peptide, PT141. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but obviously
I want it. Whatever it is, if it got you fucking at 73, I want it.
84. He's 84.
Well, she's taking it at 73. She's taking it.
Oh, she's taking it.
She's taking it. Oh, she's taking it. Oh,
she's taking it. Yeah. She's taking it. Yeah. All right, let's move on, please.
I'm getting some. I'm going right on Amazon and order me some peptide. You say it's called peptide?
That's what it's called. Yep. It's also known as bremonotide.
Don't start. Anybody up here gonna go? Any girl that's listening is gonna go get some peptide as soon as this show over with.
I'll spell it for those who want to know how to spell it. BREMELAONOTIDE, and it's a drug. It says this article says FDA approved new treatment for hypoactive sexual desire disorder.
I'm getting me some of that.
Fellas,
I'm gonna get me some of that, and I'm gonna tell y'all how it was. I'm really gonna go get me some. Do you have to get a prescription, or can you buy it?
Yeah, you got to get a prescription. You got to get this ain't over the counter.
Call my doctor.
So it basically makes a woman extra horny, from what you said, hypersexual.
Correct. It's a treatment for women who are hypoactive.
Ladies, if you're listening, let's go get some Pepto-Pepite, whatever you call it. Pepto-Bismol.
Right.
Pepto-Bismol.
I'm gonna get it.
Hey, if you're having trouble, you know what I mean? That's real.
Even if you're not having trouble, you can enhance it. Even if you're not having trouble,
it'll make you more horny.
I'm getting
you know what I mean?
You think I ain't gonna get it? I don't care who knows. I'm getting it.
Back in the day, they used to call that Spanish fly. That's what Bill Cosby was using on them chicks.
They still sell that at the gas station in the little bottles.
It ain't the real shit.
No, it ain't this. It ain't this. Whatever this is.
Real. That other was an illegal drug.
Yeah, I'm getting what she got, child.
All right, whatever. Let's move on. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Let's talk about the story that Green has been itching to talk about for the last 4 or 5 days.
Y'all didn't know. Yeah, see, y'all didn't realize how major it was till at like 2 days after I said it. Like, damn, everybody talking about this shit. Y'all went on YouTube before.
We went on YouTube before, like ever.
Yeah,
y'all didn't know who he was.
What is YouTube? What is YouTube?
What is that?
Y'all didn't know who Derrick Jaxn was.
I didn't know who he was. I just don't give a damn about him. Like, I don't listen to him. So I know who he is.
Let's give the background. So I'll say this: I didn't know, I guess, the magnitude of Derrick Jaxn's reach. I honestly thought I didn't know how many people knew who he was. I didn't know how popular he was. Right. when I would see his name, I thought he was somebody from the town. Like I honestly thought he was just a dude from Virginia. I promise you. I promise you. Before Green brought him up, not this time right here, but when Green first started talking about him a couple of months ago, in my mind I was like, "Oh, that's the dude from the town. Like he's from the beach or something." Like in my mind, but I guess he's popular. So
yeah, I mean, I've always seen his videos on Instagram.
He's rich. He got rich feet in the shit. That's why it's so big. He had rich feet in the shit.
So let's just lay the foundation for those who don't know. So Derrick Jaxn, he's a relationship expert, social media relationship expert. He got popular back in 2012. So apparently, him and his college sweetheart, they were together. They broke up. He then went and pursued her, and they ended up getting back together. And he chronicled everything that they were doing for the most part on his social media. And he became a social media relationship expert. He started writing books. He started doing all of these things. They ended up getting married. They had some kids, and he just blew up. Like he blew up on social media. And recently, he was exposed by a blogger, and the blogger put it out there that he had been unfaithful in his marriage, that he had stepped out because his whole platform is black men don't cheat, healthy relationships, all things like that. So when the blogger exposed him, it kind of exploded and showed everybody the type of person that he, of course, really is. And again, I ain't really caring. When Green brought it to the group chat, I ain't really care nothing about it because not at all. And honestly, still don't. But I think it's important that we address the situation because I know it's something that Green has been itching to talk about, and I would like to. Green, you can have the floor, sir. You can have the floor, Green.
First of all, this was a great day for the Red Pill community. Probably the greatest day for the Red Pill community. This man has been feeding this shit. This feminine. He has been really the leader of the Black feminist movement for 10 years, and like the past 5, he's gained so much support. It's disgusting. Now, hopefully, his millions of female followers will start to get that this is the shit he tells you is not reality. There is no man. The man that he says that he says he was, there is no man like that. It doesn't exist.
My man.
Let's get back into reality.
My man.
Your man what?
Exists, and it is what he says, claimed that he was. My man is, and Showtime is a great man too.
Show live.
Like I said.
Showtime ain't cheating on his wife. Showtime is a good man.
I got to do with that. No, he's not. But I'm just saying, this guy.
He said you're not a good man, Showtime.
What are you telling me? I did not say that.
You're trying to instigate something.
Right.
Trying to get something going here.
Not gonna happen.
The stuff he talks about is just not reality. He's been pumping this crap into women, especially he targets black women, which really makes it worse. And a lot of women have been buying into his shit. Now, a lot of women knew he was full of shit from the gate. A lot of women noticed that never liked that nigga. You know what I mean? That guy. And it's a you never liked him anyway, right? But like, it's just great that he was bigger than Steve Harvey as far as a following it goes with that shit. And Steve Harvey is, you know what I mean, probably the last black man standing that's a straight male feminist, all that crap. Either way, this is a great day. He's that when a man acts like he's perfect and I don't cheat and nobody with morals do that. No, that's not reality. High value men have options, and normally they cheat. Those are the facts. Okay, let's get into reality and stop living in.
I need Showtime to respond. He's telling you about you, Showtime.
No,
it's not reality.
So here's my thing, and I'm going to speak on the Kevin. What's the guy's name? Derrick Jaxn situation. First of all, I have an issue with the way that he spells his last name. I don't know why he spells his last name Jaxn. That I have an issue with, but
I think he does that. Because I know you've been seeing how he talks in third person this last couple of days.
I have seen that. I saw that today.
I think he's doing that because he's trying to kind of say that I know I'm not that person, so I'm talking about someone I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows he don't even believe he's Derrick Jaxn.
Right. So
I think he is that. Who are you?
I saw him speaking in third person, and actually I couldn't stop laughing. That was probably the first thing I laughed at about this whole situation. I was like, why is he talking about himself in third person? Like, I don't get it. But so my issue is this, and I think Green is no different. Green and the side that he is on is no different than the people who praised Derrick Jaxn and who bought into this his whole shtick, right? The same level of love and adoration that people have listening to Derrick Jaxn is the same level of hate and disdain that people like Green have for Derrick Jaxn. At the end of the day, it ain't nobody business, right? Like Derrick Jaxn and his wife, they married, what they going through. Like I can't celebrate like the fact that that he going through it. I can't even judge him. Like I can't judge what he going through or what they going through and they married. That ain't my place. Like I don't got a heaven or hell to send neither one of them to. And I ain't in no position to judge them or to say he right for what he doing, to say he wrong for what he doing. All I know is that man struggling with something, and I hope they can make it through. Like that's it. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about what he been.
She just needs to leave this man alone. This man is just like a fraud. He selling you wolf tickets, and she just needs to leave him alone and sit there beside him and let him tell you how many girls he slept with. I just want to let you know that I slept with and fucked 100 bitches, and I
definitely didn't say that.
I got my dick sucked about 3 times, and she's like, and I'm gonna stand right here by him.
He did say that. He did not say that. But even with that, like, I heard. Even with that, like I can't even judge her for standing by her marriage. Like if that's what she chooses to do, like sis.
Oh no, because see, that might not be the worst thing for her. It might be leaving the toothpaste top off. That might be the straw to break the camel's back. Right. That might not cheat. I mean, she I don't.
Would you have sat by your man in that event? Hell no.
You know me for too many years. Ain't no way in hell. I would be behind the glass in prison talking on the phone with the interviewer. Yeah, so when I killed him,
that's what I say. Like somebody convicted of murder. Right.
Yeah.
But
she is in love with this. If you look at her Instagram, like she adores this man. Like she's the type of woman Green would love.
Absolutely.
Like a very submissive woman.
Absolutely. And he's very narcissistic, right? And he's very absorbed, and those two types of people, they're going to always find a way to each other. Mm-hmm. Like, right?
The thing is, there's no point of him lying to her like that. Like, if she's
right,
if she's really
and
that
I agree with that because
lying to her now or lying to her before.
Before. Just tell her I want to step out.
Oh, you're saying he didn't have to lie to her too?
She's not going nowhere.
Yeah,
right. But she ain't going nowhere.
The other girls sometimes, and yeah, she wasn't going nowhere.
Right.
She's not going nowhere. She loves him. She adores him.
Yeah. But you know, they said that this is something they have already worked out. That this is something that's just coming. Like I think it's whack, man. Like I think it's whack that number one, the blogger got this person who was
who did it? Who brought it out?
Tasha K.
Tasha K.
Oh, it was Tasha K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's whack. Like I think it's whack for you to have like the person who was complicit in all of this on acting like they're so innocent and they're so like nah, sis. Like you in the mix too.
No.
I mean, I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, like she's being put in a position like she hasn't done anything wrong. Like I haven't heard anyone say anything about her. Like she just
no, because Derrick Jaxn was lying to her too. And he knows the second girl too, but he was telling all them he wasn't with his wife.
No, you can't. See, that's where it goes too far because the wife is obvious they're together. She posts him all the time.
No,
she talks about him. So even if I'm fucking him,
that.
I would still know he's married and with his wife because she posts him.
Well, they don't follow her, and he won't post to her at all for years. He told them that he won't with his wife. He had the girl in his house. Why would she not?
And she said,
I don't know.
She was out of town. And the girl said that she saw some moving boxes or something like that in the house, right, Green?
Yeah.
She said that she saw some moving boxes, so she assumed that they were separating.
That story thing you could ever do is to bring a woman to your house. Like bring her to the house that y'all share together.
So
like,
disrespectful.
That like you can't. That's
so disrespectful.
He has no respect for her.
Right.
He knows I can do whatever the fuck I want, and she's not going nowhere.
Even if you can do what you want, you still don't treat people like that. Like that's what I'm saying. He's a real dirtbag. I can judge him. Showtime won't. That's a loser. He don't deserve nothing good. You don't. First of all, you don't sell shit like that you don't even believe in. That he's a dirtbag. He's a.
That's why people should listen to me. I am a real relationship expert.
But the point that I'm making is that if, let's say he's doing that, let's say he did his dirt, he did whatever he's doing, right? That doesn't make what Green has done or what I may have done or my rich girl have done in our lives as a whole no better. Like it don't make me no better just to say that he's a dirtbag.
No,
I don't sell.
Hold on, one point.
Opposite of what I'm doing. No.
One point is that the older you get, you are supposed to learn. You're not supposed to be the same that you were when you were in your 20s. So if you were cheating and doing shit like that and breaking girls' heart in your 20s, in your 40s and your 30s, you're supposed to grow and be a better person.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. So let's say Derrick Jaxn is a cheater, right?
Right.
And let's say
he is.
He's a cheater. Like most men. Mm-hmm.
He's a cheater, right? So let's say a person over here.
But most men aren't selling how faithful every man should be, how every cheater's a dirty guy. And no.
But let's say person over here, he's not a cheater, but let's say he is emotionally abusive to his wife.
True.
Right?
Okay, right.
They the same. It's
true.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same type of scene. Like
that's true.
They're both bad, but I'm saying if the emotionally abusive guy is online with millions of followers telling them that you should never
hit a woman
or verbally talk to a woman this way, and he's literally making thousands of maybe millions of dollars.
I'll take that.
It's a lot worse. I'm sorry.
It's not worse. It's not worse because people have the choice to follow him or not to follow him. He made that bread because people were dumb enough to follow him and say, okay, well, I believe everything that you're selling, relationship expert, even though you don't have no credentials, you don't have no credibility outside of sitting here in your car.
Don't even know if you graduated from high school.
So the people, you got to eat that as the consumer. Like the consumers got to eat that because you bought what he was selling.
Y'all gotta stop following these people.
You gotta stop.
Women that bought what he was selling. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, he was doing seminars and people were coming and paying.
He ruined relationships. Like,
and he's still selling books to this day. Like to today, I went on his Instagram.
His career is over. Them shits ain't gonna sell next year.
Who's worse, him or the other guy? What's the other guy's name?
Kevin Samuels.
Who's worse?
Kevin Samuels is telling the truth.
Both of them are equivalent to me. Like both of them are.
There are no ways. Kevin Samuels is not telling anyone they're bad to do anything. He's not doing anything.
The same way those millions and millions of women were brainwashed by Derrick Jaxn, you have been brainwashed by Kevin Samuels and people in the red pill community. It's the exact same.
He's not selling any bullshit to anybody.
It's not bullshit to you.
Derrick Jaxn is selling bullshit.
It's bullshit to you, but to those millions of women who sat there and bought Derrick Jaxn's book at the time, it was the gospel. The same way Kevin Samuels is speaking the gospel to you, it's bullshit to people who have their own mind and think for themselves.
First of all, Derrick Jaxn didn't have guests on the show. Kevin Samuels will have people answer these questions, and the woman say, "Okay, I want this." Okay, he said, "Well,
just because they're doing it different, they're not the same."
What are you talking about? Just because their approach is different doesn't mean it's not. They're the same person, just wrapped in different suits. That's all it is. They're the exact same person.
That's why you see everybody posting memes of them together because they act the same.
They're the exact same person. They are the exact same person. And when it comes out in 2-3 years that Kevin Samuels is actually a homosexual who don't even like women, then what everybody gonna be saying?
He's been married twice, and even if he is gay, it wouldn't matter. If Derrick Jaxn was gay, it wouldn't matter either. It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't.
Yes.
Time out. So you're saying
married to 2 women, so he's definitely not gay. If anything, he's bisexual.
Hold on. So maybe you forgot that.
No women. Like, what are you talking about?
Maybe you forgot
that. Bruce Jenner is now Caitlyn Jenner.
Right.
Do you know that? And he was married. You know that?
Right. There's a lot of freaky dudes out there. I'm not into that shit, but yeah.
Your point makes no sense. You said he was married twice.
Bruce Jenner still is.
Bruce Jenner was married twice.
It has everything to do.
Still knows women.
It has everything to do because
women. You can't say he don't know nothing about women.
It has everything to do with it because once it comes out that Kevin Samuels is gay, that means he's not the person that he's been pretending to be for all this time.
Two different women. What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Bruce Jenner was married to two different women. He's now a woman.
That means but Bruce Jenner likes women. He liked women. He probably still does, from what I hear. But
do you know how many gay men are currently married? What are you talking about? Married to women?
That means they like both.
No, it doesn't. That means they're living a lie.
They're living a lie. They're in the closet. That's what being in the closet means, Green. You're living a lie.
So these guys.
They created a word called
Bruce Jenner had 10 kids.
Those guys had 10 kids.
He had 10 kids. He liked women too.
Green, you can't be this gullible, man.
Children.
You can't be this gullible to think that there's no men in the world who are gay and in a married relationship with women.
No, I would say no. We're talking about Bruce.
Chosen married the girl from LL Maya, whatever her last name is.
Was he sleeping with her?
Do we know if Kevin Samuels was sleeping with the two wives that he had?
No, we don't.
Exactly. So what's your point?
But what I heard is that the two wives is about to expose him.
Well, we'll see. Either way, that has nothing to do with Kevin Samuels. Doesn't preach, oh, real men don't do this. He doesn't preach shit. He asks women, what do you want? And he says, okay, do you realize that this is how many men you have to choose from? Do you really think that you?
But who gives him the authority?
Right.
But who gives him the authority to give advice to these women?
He's not giving them advice. That's the telling to the women, do you think, okay, you want this? Do you realize how hard it is to find this man that you're looking for? That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing.
Well, you need to watch more videos. Not only he's telling you who you can't get. He's telling these women, what do you think you are from 1 to 10? And if she says I'm an 8, he'd be like, well, if you're an 8, then what is Beyonce? Like, he's putting women down. Like, he's telling women you can't get a man because you don't look like this, and the type of man you want, you can't have because you don't look like this. This man is garbage. He's just like Derrick Jaxn. He's just like him.
The things you said they're not even nowhere near the same. He's telling these women they can't do that. They need to improve themselves to get that certain man.
Who are you? Who are you?
That's the truth. What do you mean? That's the truth.
How do you know?
That's not the truth. That's his opinion.
That's your opinion.
He does it. He does the same thing with men too. If you're a 600-pound man with no job, you're not gonna get a supermodel. Like, what do you mean? Those are facts.
How do you know?
Kevin said, you're not, because we live in reality. That's the difference. Kevin Samuels lives in reality. Period.
No,
Derrick Jaxn never talked about reality. He talked about the way he wants it to be. Kevin Samuels talks about the way it is. That's the difference.
No, that's his opinion.
That's his opinion.
Not his opinion. He's okay. Show me a 600-pound man with no job that has a bunch of supermodels that he's dated. It doesn't exist because you can't. He is not cut out to get those women.
We're not talking about men dating supermodels because we're not talking about men because that's not the average situation where a man can date a supermodel. That's not even your everyday real life situation. We're talking about two people who are preaching and sending their messages to two totally different audiences. The way that they present it is totally different, right? But who they are at their core is exactly the same. They're exactly the same person. They're capitalizing off people who have questions and insecurities about their relationship, about their weight, about their looks, about their marriage, about can I get a man? Can I not get a man? What should I do? They're capitalizing on the same people just from different points of view. That's all it is.
They're just doing it differently, but the message is the same.
It's the same. It's the same. They run in the same place.
Read your comments. I've seen a few already.
And all of the comments of saying that you're slow. They're running.
One girl said that.
You're doing booger sugar.
You're Derrick Jaxn. You're Derrick Jaxn's a lie.
They're all running. They're all running the same play. That's what it boils down to.
They're all saying the same thing.
Do what works for you. Don't listen to nobody on the internet. Don't let nobody on Beyonce's internet tell you how to get, well, except for us when we do Love Line. But
because I am a real relationship expert. Like I'm a real one.
Go ahead, Rich Girl. Say it
I
again.
said I'm a real relationship expert. Like I'm a real one. Like you really should
listen to her, right?
Right.
Right. You should listen to us though.
Huh?
That's what I just said. They should listen to us.
They should listen to us.
Right.
Listen to us over both of them.
Well, me.
No, me.
So why don't we?
If a girl listens to you, Green, she's gonna be lonely and miserable and heartbroken.
Happy as a log. She'll be happy as a log. Follow
happy as a log.
Don't follow Kevin.
Who says happy as a log?
He has great advice, but
how is a log happy?
Right.
It's a slang term. I don't know.
Is that really a term? Do people say happy as a log?
I feel like you got it wrong, but I can't remember what the real term is.
It is happy as a log. Google it. Showtime said Beyonce's internet. He's the first person I've ever heard using it for real. Then I saw it online. I've seen people post LeBron James's internet. Have you heard that?
Oh, no, absolutely no.
I've seen that. Yeah. I've seen it on Twitter. Like,
everybody knows
it's happy as a bump on a log, is what it is. That's what
Thank you. I knew
it was a bump on a log. Yeah, I knew it was something.
A log is happy.
Right. Why would a bump be happy?
Because it's hanging out with the log. I have no idea, but that's just happy as a bump on a log.
What's a bump on a log, though?
Right, I don't know.
Right,
is it like a pimple? Like
no,
what's a
like
bump on a log?
You've never seen I know you've seen plenty of logs in your life, RG.
But is it happy?
It's just chilling.
Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of logs.
With bumps on them, huh? With bumps.
Now with no bumps. Ooh. That's for you and Green, the bumpy ones. That's y'all. I ain't never seen no bumpy ones. They be smooth. Are frowning. They look sad.
They be frowning.
Yeah, the skin be.
That's how they look, huh? Can we do Love Line, please, ma'am? Please, can we?
Yeah.
All right, don't listen to Kevin Samuels or Derrick Jaxn. Go ahead.
I agree. We agree on that. Don't listen to either of them fools. Listen to me.
All right. So this is the part of the show where we get a letter from a viewer or a DM from a viewer, and they let us know they're having some issues in their love life. If you have a issue that's going on in your love life, we can do two love lines because we've been gone for 2 weeks. So we got 2 love lines. Yeah. Shoot us a DM to either of us at Showtime Says at I don't know.
I am DJ Green at VA Rich Girl.
At VA Rich Girl. Right. It's Shannon said it's content just being there on the log. Right. That's it. The bump is just happy just being there.
Okay.
It's happy to be there.
So why can't the log be happy?
He said it's happy as a lark. He said it's happy
as a lark. What's a lark?
Only lark I know is Lark Voorhees from Saved by the Bell. I don't even know.
Yeah, she was happy. She was happy on Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard that before. That's my
You're
wife.
right. You're right, Aisha. She was happy on Saved by the Bell.
Happy as a lark. What is a lark? What is a lark? I don't even. The only lark we acknowledge is Voorhees. Lark is a bird. Oh,
okay. So it's happy as a bird.
Happy as a bird.
Why can't you just say happy as a bird? Why you have to say lark?
A lark, right?
I've never even heard of lark. So birds are larks.
I guess it's a particular type of bird. It's a parasine bird. Yeah, I don't know.
Not only do we give advice, we teach y'all. We give y'all education.
Earth science. Right.
Let me read this letter, child. You ready?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
You told him you already told him everything. Okay.
Bomb.
Okay. So it says, I can't believe I'm sending this email, but I needed some advice. I was at Starbucks and met a man that asked me out. We've been out many times, and might I add, the sex is amazing. I mean, he has a big dick and knows how to use it. Whoa. I haven't told anyone about him because he's white. My family and my friends have been representing Black Lives Matters hard, and so have I. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I really like him. Can y'all please help me?
So sis is woke. She woke, and she got some white peen landed down.
Yeah, that white thing. She said that big.
She got some pink peen in there.
Put that in capital letters too. Big.
Black Lives Matter is like mostly white people protesting. So
Say what now?
So okay.
Black Lives Matter is mostly white people. And as far as in the streets, if you look, it's mostly white people marching. So I don't know why.
I don't know what neighborhood you was looking at, because
look up any Black Lives Matter protest is probably like half and half or more white people out there.
Okay, so let's stick with the sentiment of the letter though. I don't think she's stuck on the fact that it's white people marching for Black Lives Matter. I think her issue is that she is in her family what seems is a pro-black family, and she's dating a white man. Are they dating or are they just screwing?
She's dating. She says she really likes him.
Okay, so they're going out in public and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, DJ Green, you go first.
Hey, if he putting it down and you happy, shit. Don't let your happiness. Your mom and your daddy and them, they don't gotta lay and sleep with you at night. You know what I'm saying? So. I would stick with it if you really think it's going somewhere.
Well,
that's shocking. I mean, but I guess because you like white girls, so
right.
Like
you understand what she's saying.
I like all girls, and I can do anything I want. And my family are gonna love anything I say is cool. So I don't got them type of problems. You know what I mean?
Green, has your mom ever used the phrase to you? If she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
Hell no. Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Have you heard that?
I have definitely heard that. What are you talking about?
Your mom never even heard to bring a white girl home.
I didn't say that. I just said I've heard it before. That's all I'm saying.
I've never heard that before.
If she can't use your comb,
did your mom tell you that?
I've heard it before. That's all I'm saying.
He ain't gonna air her out.
He ain't gonna do mama like that.
Something that I've heard.
Mama like that.
I'm not gonna say where I've heard it, but I've heard it before. So Green, you say just go ahead and live your life. Okay, so what if her family ostracizes her and puts her on the house?
Because obviously no white person has been in their circle like that.
Right.
So she's almost like, she says she's
she's
embarrassed almost. Like, how do you introduce this white man with all this Black Lives Matter?
I mean, she can showing them pictures of like Serena Williams and Eve and who else is famous with white man? There's a lot of them. You know what I mean?
What's the girl from The Real? The black lady from The Real.
Lonnie Love? No.
Yep. She had a white husband.
Green, somebody said, would you marry her?
Kamala Harris.
Right. She's made it a thing.
But is she have a black daddy and a black mama?
Yes, it's a black experience also on top of that.
No, her mama's not black. Her mama is Asian.
I was about to say her mother is not black.
Right, and her daddy black. So what does that mean? She's black.
The question was, does she have a black daddy and a black mama? You say yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, who do you know that's half black that ain't black, this girl?
If you have a parent, if both of your parents, how can my daddy be black and my mama be black and I'm black? But how can someone Asian have and black still be black? Or white
black overrides everything.
All it takes is a drip of black blood.
I don't think so.
Is it?
Yeah,
hold on. The question,
if you're mixed, you need to own your mixedness and say I'm mixed, because you're denouncing one of your parents by just saying I'm this. So if your mother is white and you just say I'm black, then you're taking away from your mother.
Well, I get what you're saying as far as
if you came out of a white vagina, if you came out of a white vagina, you're telling me you're black? If you came out of a white vagina,
if you're getting treated like a black person your whole life, you're black.
I agree with Green.
What is being treated like a black person?
We get treated totally different.
Well, I get it. Y'all, people have experienced it. I haven't had racial experiences like that. Like,
you've never had a racial experience in your life?
Twice in my whole entire life.
Oh,
right.
Twice.
White people have had zero.
Right.
But if you come out of a white vagina, you cannot say you are just black.
It don't matter what you say; it's a matter how you
treat you.
You know what I mean?
I agree 100%.
It don't really matter what you think; it matters how the world treats you.
Right. I agree 100%. Yeah. I agree 1,000%.
You've had more experiences, racial experiences, you probably noticed. You know what
I don't agree.
Right. You definitely have had more racial experiences than you've ever noticed. Absolutely. I forgot what I was going to say. I need to give her some advice.
Well, you know what? The difference is, see, you guys, when somebody does something racial towards you, you guys, you own it and you take it. That's your problem. I don't care. You call me all the niggas you want. It don't bother me. I know what I am.
But that wasn't the question, though. That wasn't the question. The question was, but the question wasn't whether it bothered you or not, though. The question was the experience. The question wasn't whether it bothered you or not.
Because it's the same way that a black person can get mad and say white devil or cracker. It's in anger or mad. It doesn't matter. Names are names. Sticks and stones can break your bones.
Is
But
Obama black?
No, he's mixed.
But you know, he's labeled the first black president. He's not the first.
But he's not. But
he's definitely
Young Jeezy had a song that said "My president is black." So you're saying you disagree with Young Jeezy? Are you disagreeing with Young Jeezy?
Is he black or is he?
Are you disagreeing with Young Jeezy? He said my president.
Black man.
Yes, I'm disagreeing with Young Jeezy.
Well, you get a bell because Jeezy has never lied.
Yes, he's black,
or
he's
is he
living
mixed?
black experience.
Is he black or is he mixed?
He is black. He's a black
So
man living.
You just forget about your mother and your father. You forget about. But who?
But so here's the thing. But
my mother was white. You want me to say I'm black and just forget about her?
So hold up. I think we have to differentiate because there's a difference between someone being black and someone being African American, right? Because if I'm saying I'm African American, right, that means that my ancestors are from Africa, right?
Are you African American or black?
I identify as both. I'm
black. I don't know where my people come. I ain't got no ties to Africa.
You don't have any ties to Africa.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you do.
That I know of.
Well,
no. We're from
considering that civilization started in Africa. Considering that civilization started in Africa.
We're European and I am black. I'm not African American. I'm not from Africa. I never lived there, never been there. My mother never been there. My grandmother never been there. My great grandmother never been there. I'm black.
So I have a question. So
he raised it.
Yeah, I have a question. But just one question. So do you think there were any slaves in your lineage of family history? Just anyway.
Could have been. But my people could have also owned slaves because black people were owning slaves. So
right, but we're not talking. That's not the question. Though.
Slave owners.
That's not the question though. The question was, do you think that you have any slaves who were in your family lineage?
I don't know. I might have owned them. My parents might have owned them.
Can I make a suggestion? So since you don't know, could you do some research and find out as opposed to just saying that I'm not XYZ?
I'm not African American. I'm black. That is a word that was created since I've been born. That wasn't before. I was born in 1974, and before then, people weren't saying African American. That word was created while I was in growing up. So I am not that. When I was born black. On my birth certificate, I'm black. It does not say African American. So your kids and you might be African American.
Just another question.
But I am black.
Just another quick question.
Yeah.
So do you know that prior to being black folks were also referred to as being Negroes, as being
colored,
as being,
and we're still colored because that's what NAACP. We're colored. We're still colored. So I will go colored and black. Yeah, I'm colored.
So you're fine with a white person calling you colored.
It don't hurt me. My skin is too soft.
I'm not asking whether I'm not asking you whether it hurts you or not. I can't
stop somebody from calling me what they want.
So if you're
why would that bother me? What you think?
Okay, so hold on.
The first one, I'm gonna throw some.
So if you're in Walmart,
have you ever heard of me getting into it with somebody because they called me? I've been called a nigger.
If you're in Walmart,
white person.
I've been called a nigger
by a white person.
By a white person.
When?
Me and Tanisha, me and my best friend, my twin.
And what happened?
Called. Okay, well, I did react on that one, but no, hold on.
Please share.
But I didn't react like motherfucker. I didn't know you crack a bitch.
It doesn't matter how you reacted. There was a reaction.
I went into the grocery. We went in the grocery store and bought eggs and threw eggs at the car. That's all we did.
Oh, okay. So there was a reaction.
I was younger.
You want to
I am older now.
Doesn't
what
matter.
You think of me don't. If what you think of me, Green think of me, a white person think of me, the next person does not do nothing to me. That's your problem. If you think I'm a nigga, I'm a nigga. I'm fine with it.
So if a white person, so hold on.
I say nigga.
So if a white person walks up to you and says, "Hey, nigger," are you gonna answer?
No.
Okay. So why do you think if you know that it's not okay for you to answer?
You have a right to say what the fuck you want. We're grown. Can't nobody tell me what to say. So right, I can't tell somebody else.
But if you're not going to answer to it, then that means there's nothing wrong with them calling you.
If a grown man says nigger to me, a grown white man,
if he calls you a nigger,
what can I do? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to fight him?
Well, apparently
it's
you
a
can throw,
word.
you can,
Hold on, Showtime.
You can throw eggs at their car, apparently.
Am I supposed to fight because he said a word that I know I'm not?
Absolutely.
I don't recommend you fighting a man.
It will never happen.
Absolutely,
I'm going to laugh it off. Like, I'll be a nigga. I'm fine with that. I say nigga. I call y'all niggas.
You're definitely not supposed to fight. But
I'm not going to do nothing. I don't care.
The point of it all.
They're mad. Why am I gonna match their energy and get mad because of what you calling me?
But
I'm gonna go home and sleep good, smoke me a blunt and be good. I'm not mad.
But you're missing the point. I'm not asking you if you're going to be
you
mad.
allow them to control you.
I'm
if
not
you get
asking,
mad off of what a motherfucker calls you,
no one is saying anything about somebody being mad, though. No one is saying.
What's the problem?
Are you going to be? Are you going to be mad?
If Green called you a big fat black nigga, what would you do? Are you gonna be mad? Are you gonna fight him? What are you gonna do?
No, because he knows better.
But what if he did say that to you? You are a big black fat nigga. Fat nigga. You a fat ass nigga.
That wouldn't
would you be mad at?
Being a fat, that's not a racial epithet though. That's not like
I just said if he said that, if he called you a name like that.
No.
You would be okay?
Yes.
Right. So
number one, because it's Green, because I know him and I have a relationship with him. Number two,
if someone watching this podcast says, Showtime, you look like a big fat nigga, what would you say?
Is the person black or white?
You don't know because it's Instagram. We're on the show and you're just clicking the link.
At that point,
you don't really know.
I would assume they're black.
Right. If I come in contact,
what if they were white?
Listen, I'm gonna keep it about with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with you. If there's a situation where I'm in public, I'm in public now. Now I'm not talking about on social media. If I'm in public and someone who was white, someone who was I'll say someone who was white calls me nigga, calls me nigger, there's going to be a problem. And it's not about me getting. It's not about me getting angry. It's not about me being upset. But it's about a certain level of respect that I command as a man. Right.
Well,
so there was no white person on this earth that's gonna call me a nigga.
By more black people than I've ever had from a white one. I've been called more names by a black woman and man than I've ever been from a white person. So it's a level of respect from everybody. It doesn't matter what your color, your gender, your race. None of that matters. You should demand respect. I've never had a white person call me a nigga.
But I'm talking. I don't tolerate disrespect from anybody.
Exactly.
I don't tolerate disrespect from anybody.
You can't tell a motherfucker what they can say and what they can't say.
I cannot.
Can you say what the fuck you want to say?
I can't control what nobody says, right? But what I can control is the way I respond to what they say.
Right. So what are you gonna do?
If somebody says,
what are you gonna do? Fight? Go to jail? What are you gonna do? Because somebody called you a word. What are you gonna do? A word, children. Not put hands on you, not threaten your family. They called you a name. You learned that as a
how
child.
close he is to me in my proximity. If he says a nigga to me and I'm this close, I'm gonna punch him in the shit. If he calls me a nigga across the street,
I'm gonna go to jail. So you're willing to go to jail at 40-some years old because somebody called you a name?
If a white man is,
you gotta grow up.
Person is this close to me, I'm gonna feel like he attacked me. Now, if he says it across the street, I'm just gonna say you a broke ass cracker or some shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, but if he's in my, I don't know any white people that crazy.
That's okay to say, but they can't say nigger. But that's okay to say. You cracker.
I mean, no one's gonna get in my face and say anything disrespectful. Period. But you see what I'm saying? Nobody.
Even if you were across the street,
call me a nigga, I'm not gonna punch him in his face. That's the difference. If a black person gets close to me and says nigga, I'm not gonna punch him in his face because he's black. I would only do that if it was a white person. Now, like I said, even now, if a white person even was across the street and said it, I'm not even gonna fight him because I'm not gonna chase nobody. Right? Fight them. You know what I mean? I got
but if a white person is close enough to you and says nigger, you're going to hit them.
Because at that point, I feel that man would want me to.
So you're gonna go to. You're willing to go to jail because somebody called you a name.
No, if he was that close to me, I'm gonna say that was self-defense. And I would win.
At your age, you're willing to be fighting.
I wouldn't go to jail
because somebody called you a name. So what do you teach your kids?
He called me a name in my face.
Do you teach your kids if someone calls you a name to hit, you tell them to fight if they call them a name? Is that what you teach your children?
I teach my kids that if they feel disrespected to stand up for themselves.
What is standing up for yourself? Is it fighting?
If it depends on the circumstance, every circumstance is different.
If he's in my reaching distance and calls me a nigga,
so my daughter, here's a perfect example of that. A couple of years ago, my daughter, when she was in the 8th grade, maybe the 2 days before the last day of school, she was 13. This little boy called her the B word, right? In 8th grade, she smacked him in his mouth.
Yes,
right there. She told the people, I don't want y'all to call my dad because I don't want to get in trouble. When I told her, I said, yo, you have nothing to apologize for. He disrespected you. You popped him in his mouth.
So if he would have popped her back and blacked her eye, you would have been mad.
No, I wouldn't. They would have been going
at it. You don't teach your children to put hands on nobody.
They would have been going at it.
You don't touch people because you disagree with what they said.
You
land your ass in jail.
He said it to
land your ass in jail.
The proximity is the whole issue.
He said it to in close proximity. She smacked him in his mouth.
In close proximity, I feel like we're about to fight, so I'm going to hit you. Now, if it's a woman that calls me a nigga in close proximity,
a white woman calls you a nigger, Green, what you do? A white woman calls you.
I'm not gonna hit. I'm gonna laugh.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna probably say, "Oh yeah, you want to suck my big black nigga dick, don't you?" I'm not gonna beat no woman for calling me a nigga. You know what I mean?
No, you should. Why not? She's white. You should beat them all up.
I'm not gonna beat a girl, period, because she can't.
So you'll accept a nigger from a white woman, but you'll beat a white man up for calling you a nigger.
Because I feel like that man might can beat me if he gets the drop on me. So I'm going to hit him first. I know a woman can't beat me up, so I'm not gonna get physical with her. I'm gonna make her feel very small with my mouth words.
Oh, you're just gonna like
like I said, if it was a white boy across the street, I'm not gonna go chase him down to beat his broke ass.
Years ago, I was a hothead and words. You call me a bitch, you call me a slit, whatever you call me, I would handle it. I am 46 years old. I don't give a fuck what you think I am. I know what I am, and I'm comfortable enough that
I know if it's a woman gets in your reaching distance and calls you a nigga, I know
you don't understand. I have been on social media from the twerking dog to just anything. I have been called. You remember, I used to post my ass, all that. Proximity. I have been called
those are people online
you can think of.
Yeah,
I've been called
these people. They're online.
I've been called everything. I've been called everything you can think of from home. I've been in beefs. I've been in fights. Green. People have said things about
in close proximity.
It doesn't matter to me.
You're not gonna let nobody call you.
Right.
You're not a woman call your nigga in your proximity.
I don't care. That's your opinion.
All right, let's move on.
That's really. That is your opinion.
We get it. Let's agree to disagree before we run out of time.
Right?
We gotta agree to disagree because y'all trying to fight and stuff, go to jail, and I'm gonna be doing the show by my damn self.
I mean, that's what you want to do anyway. So
I mean, yeah, I might just send somebody to call you a nigga so I can be by myself.
Just read the next letter, please.
Nigga. 2 niggas. Okay.
100%.
Oh yeah.
What was that song? Boondock.
Green. What was you saying? Oh yeah. We 2 what?
Right.
2 niggas doing the show by themselves. How about that? We're gonna change the name of the show to 2 niggas. That's the new name of the show, the 2 niggas. Since she got all that mouth, she doing all that talking back like Green say. She ain't being submissive. She don't want to submit. All she want to do is talk back. Then there's gonna be 2 niggas doing the show. How about that? Huh? You got something to say?
It's because I'm positive and I have a ray of light and I'm not negative. Don't be mad at me.
Whatever. Read the next level line, please.
Hold on.
Man.
Let me ask this Showtime.
Nigga.
Would you prefer me? Would you prefer me to get upset and cuss and fuss somebody out or just ignore them? Which one?
I prefer you to be your authentic, true self and do whatever.
And my true self is to ignore them. I know what I am.
I get it.
You have to have tough skin. You have to have tough skin.
I get it. All right.
Y'all can't be that weak. Y'all too men.
How
am I stronger? How am I stronger than
white woman that will get in your face and call you a nigga and you don't hit her? I know you.
I'm not.
Can we move on to the next?
Derrick Jaxn. Okay, go ahead.
Can we move on to the next level line, please?
Yes, we can. Okay, let's see. I really need y'all help because I'm about ready to file for divorce. My husband is so damn boring. He doesn't want to do anything fun, like going out, going to the movies, or out of town. I asked him if we could go to Vegas or Miami. He can now use COVID for an excuse. We've been married 4 years and we've only been to Mexico for our honeymoon. I feel like our life is wasting away. I want to see the world and travel with my husband. Help me out, y'all, before I find a man willing to travel.
Before I find a man. Green?
I ain't say it. She said it.
Well, somebody got to take the bill. I'm sorry. Somebody, you could have corrected it before you read it.
All I do is print this shit out. Okay?
Somebody had to take it. It's you or her. Somebody get in the bill. Green, are you going first?
To me, like she's already really started moving on.
How long have you been married?
But we're talking about how to help
4
her.
years.
Now, this is weird because were they traveling before they got married? And maybe that's why she's
she said they only been to Mexico for their honeymoon.
Right. So they weren't traveling before they got married. So why does she expect all of a sudden he'd be Mr. Traveler after they got married?
Everybody don't like to travel. Like, but
right.
I'll hold my thoughts.
If from what you just said, they never traveled anywhere until they got married, if just for the honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
So what I suggest for her, if she wants to travel so bad, she needs to book some flights and some hotel rooms at her pocket. She married this man.
By herself?
She married this man who doesn't travel. She married a man who doesn't.
Hold on, Green. She's not only travel. He doesn't want to go to the movies, go out to eat. He doesn't want to do anything fun.
Well, first of all,
did he? That's what I'm saying. Was he doing this before he got married? I'm assuming he wasn't, but let's say he was, and now he's not. Now's the problem.
Well, there's a global pandemic going on first and foremost. I don't know if anybody has forgotten that, or maybe she lives in Atlanta where everything is obviously open.
She said that now he's using COVID as an excuse.
It's not an excuse; it's a fact. Like people are dying. It's not an excuse.
But I'm saying they've been together 4 years. It's only been a year COVID.
Right.
He doesn't want to die.
I'm saying no, but those 3 years was no COVID.
4 years. COVID is one. What were you doing the other 3 years?
He was probably working. Like he's probably working to keep the family together. He probably don't have enough vacation time. He's probably on his grind.
And that's why
he don't get a lot of PTO days.
I said,
leave this brother alone, man.
I kind of feel like she's watching too much Instagram because I feel like she married this man 4 years ago.
And she see everybody in Mexico now.
She see her girlfriend.
Where are they going? What is
Tulum.
it?
Tulum is where they go.
Anytime I see niggas flood a place, I never want to be there. I'm good. Nope.
Tulum didn't exist before COVID.
I don't want to go anywhere niggas flood to.
Tulum was not even a place before COVID. I never heard of it. Never knew it existed. Like
niggas made it. I think niggas named the place. Right. They built it.
Niggas in Tulum. They was like, we can't go to Paris. We can't go to Paris. We go to Tulum.
Like, shit, right. Place I would have liked to go. Can't go here. You know what I'm saying? My place I want to go is Tokyo. I swear, if I see 5 niggas go there, I can't go there either. I'm fucked.
You know what? I even said I don't even want to travel. Because people are gonna say, "Oh, got that stimulus money." She traveling. I don't even want to go nowhere because I don't want people. People, yes, got that stimulus money. Now they out of town. Now they balling. Nah. I'll wait.
I'm cool. Yeah. Them $29 Southwest flights can go ahead and miss me. Like I do not need to catch them $29 Southwest flights. Nah, I'm cool.
So you wouldn't travel right now, Showtime? You wouldn't travel right now?
Not unless it's for a bag. Not just for leaving.
Like you wouldn't just like go to vacation somewhere.
Nah. If I get on a plane right now, before I get the vaccine, I gotta be to get a bag. Like it gotta be. I'm not traveling for if it's not for a bag, and it gotta be a nice side. No, I ain't traveling for fun. I have fun in the house.
You travel for fun, Green, right now?
Yeah, Green got a vaccine.
Right.
You got the vaccine. He got the vaccine. RG, tell us that.
He got it on Instagram.
They poke him.
You don't be on social media like that.
Green got the poke.
I can't wait. I get my second poke April 4th. I'm gonna be walking around with my card. Yeah, tell people to kiss my hand.
Green, you got this shot. Tell us about
over here.
Tell us about it. Tell me about it. What when did you do this?
I got a plug and they filed me under obese because because I'm not an essential worker,
that was true.
That ain't a lie. That's the fact.
Yeah, right.
No, technically I am. Really, like everyone's obese, technically. But
especially you.
That's y'all two Negroes. I'm far from obese.
I forgot I'm fat and black, right?
I'm 145 pounds. I ain't obese.
You ain't obese. Right, but you can probably file just black and you live. It's ways to get
the
vaccine early.
Or you got high blood pressure, so that's your key.
You can probably There's a million things you can just write in because a lot of people ain't taking it, so you can get in, especially
they got extras. Yeah, I saw.
And people be canceling too. If you check in the day of, they be like, "You got any cancellations?" They'll let you in.
Yeah, did you feel like anything? Do you feel any different? Nah. That might be why you got big balls. That might be why your balls is growing.
Huh?
Because you took the vaccine. Your balls are getting big because you took the vaccine.
they haven't grown since then.
Green, did you get Pfizer or Moderna? Do you know?
Pfizer.
You got Pfizer. Okay.
I gotta get the second shot. Yeah.
Why do you have next week? Green, Showtime.
I'm waiting. I'm on the list. I put my name on the list this week. I'm ready to go.
I got VIP access.
Yeah.
I got to the front of the line. Yeah.
What do you feel like? Do you feel different?
Huh?
Did you feel anything like?
No, I didn't feel sick at all. No.
The second shot is the one that has the second
shot. The second shot is the one that takes you out of here. That's the one. So we'll see if you on the show next Thursday.
That's the one that's how you feeling like I was feeling when I had the edible. That's the one.
My mom said she didn't have no reaction on the second one either. So, but
really,
some people do.
When did she take her second one?
She's an essential worker, so she had her.
She's one of the first ones.
She's one of the first people to get it. Yeah.
Showtime, is your wife going to take it Showtime?
Eventually, she is. Yeah,
but not like she's not rushing to do it.
No, she's not rushing to it. I'm trying to convince her to kind of speed up her process.
But you need it so you can get back traveling and doing your shit.
I'm just ready to have it. Period. Like I'm just ready for this to be over with. Like I'm ready.
But hold on. Because you get the shot does not mean you cannot get COVID.
Totally aware of that.
No, it says you won't die.
Totally aware of that. But
you won't die of COVID though. That's the difference.
They can't tell you won't die. You might have some type of complication that makes you die.
You'll be 96%. There's no way you'll die if you get COVID. That's with Pfizer and Moderna. Johnson.
What about all the people who got the shot and died?
So check it. So I was listening to a news story on that today. So the percentage of people who actually died after getting COVID, and when I say after getting COVID, it doesn't mean that their death was a response to the vaccine, because there's been no deaths that have been reported
from the vaccine.
Right. The number of people who have died.
I did read an article. A white man died.
Let me finish. So the number of people who have died, the percentage of people who have died within, let's say, 2 weeks of getting the vaccine is literally like 0.000018. Like the percentage is so small. But of course, when we see it in the news, it makes it seem like, oh, this person died. People die every day, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just because you're 84 years old, you got the vaccine and you died, you was finna die anyway.
Right. You would die anyway.
The Lord had your number dialed. He had your speed down anyway.
Yeah, they said 94-year-old man dies 2 weeks after the vaccine. He
was on his way out. He had one foot on the banana peel anyway. So I'm 40. I ain't seen nobody under the age of 50. Right. I'm gonna take my chance, man. I'm tired.
Google it, and look at the facts.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Listen here, Bink. I'm not going to go.
Hey, now that's when disrespectful comes. I will fight when I've been called that. I would be rather called a nigger than called that.
Thank you, Chanda.
Okay.
I can't call you Bink, huh? I can't.
No, you can call me a nigga before you call me Bink.
Bink got on our Instagram and showed out. Oh my God. So
call me a whore, slut, dirty whore, slut, all that.
Dirty nigga,
call me Bink. You talk about my mama, you talk about my kids, but don't you call me Bink. That's when you cross the line, nigga. I will fight.
Color. That's when I go crazy.
Yeah, I will go crazy when you call me that.
Man, he got on our live and showed out last week. So yeah, I'm with the vaccine, man. I'm with it. I'm all on board. You know, it's been a slow process for me to actually say that I'm gonna take it, but I filled out the
because
paperwork.
at first you were with me. You were like, we gotta wait till it's been around. And next thing I know, you like, I'm taking it.
I'm tired of waiting. I want to be in the front of the line like Green.
And
like,
let me be clear, because people that say, "Oh, I want to wait," I actually understand that because it's not FDA approved. It's FDA approved for emergency use because it's a pandemic. So I get your whole "I don't trust it" shit, but I'm good. You know what I mean? I've been healthy. Like I tell people, if they gave it to everyone that works in a hospital and a doctor's office, it can't be bad. It can't even be a little bit bad.
And not to mention,
if they all die, we're gonna die anyway.
I don't know what was in those edibles that I had over the weekend. So if I can put that in my body, I'm damn sure gonna put a Johnson & Johnson.
I know put some things in my body here.
The line for the gas station sex pills is around the corner. Like you don't know what
line for COVID got one person in it.
They're illegal. That's why the Arabs sell. They're the only people that sell them. You can't. They're not legal for real.
Right.
You just 7-Eleven don't sell.
They're not? Are you serious?
No. You don't know what's in them for real.
Just think about all the things you've put in your body over the years that you don't know.
I done put some things in my body, child. I done put some things in this body.
My God.
So yeah, I can go get the vaccine. I changed my mind. I had that and that one and that one, and I had that. Yeah, I can get the vaccine.
Right. It all makes sense now, huh?
Yeah, it all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
You just had to clear it up for me. I think of some of the things I done put in this body. Yeah, I can take a vaccine. All the raw dog days, I done dodged a bullet. Yeah, I'm gonna take the vaccine. I could take the vaccine. I done took them dicks. I can take the vaccine.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna sign up for it. I won't thank him. Thank you for bringing me back around, Show.
No
sometimes
problem.
You just gotta check me.
I'm here to offer.
I get full of myself sometimes, and
I'm here to put things in perspective.
As far as this letter, Showtime still says to give his answer. As far as traveling,
I don't even remember what the letter was about, to be honest.
There's going to be certain places you're going to be able to travel without the vaccine from America if you're trying to go be international and shit.
You can't travel. You can't travel without the vaccine.
No, I'm saying I'm pretty sure after the vaccine's available to every American, some countries are going to put some stipulations like you can't come here if you ain't got it.
But my thing is, if you travel, do you have to quarantine in that place? Or because I saw a story about the girl that went to like Jamaica or somewhere.
And she got stuck, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they were making her
quarantine.
Yeah, I think every country has different rules, but I think what Green is saying is pretty valid. Like, because I don't know, are there still certain countries that aren't letting Americans in, Green? Because at one point they weren't letting anybody.
At one point they weren't letting us in certain countries, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's still in effect, but I know like sports teams like the Miami Heat are doing like COVID-free sections now. So if you've got like a vaccinated section, so if you've gotten the vaccine, you can prove like you get like front row seats, or you get like sections where only people can go, like the good seats.
So
are only
how do you get a card?
You get a card. They give you a card when you're vaccinated.
It's gonna have your picture on or just your name?
Oh, you told me like the front row seats are cheap because it ain't. But I mean, a lot of people do get the vaccine, but you can get the seats cheaper, or they're only available to vaccinated people.
Correct. They're only available to vaccinated people.
Oh, I need to look into that.
Like certain.
No, that's what I'm saying. What if you gave Showtime your card and Showtime used the card and said, I've had the vaccine.
Has my name on it. Yes, your ID.
So when you go places, you got to show your ID and your card to prove that you had the vaccine.
If it's a vaccine situation, like this, he said the Miami Heat are doing. You can sit front row near the players because they don't want to get the players sick. You can sit by the players if you're fully vaccinated. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure they have some sort of plan, RG. I see what you're saying. I'm sure they have some sort of plan.
I know for a fact there's a database too.
I'm pretty sure you're still going to pay a healthy price.
Yeah. I don't think
it ain't like you're going to get the tickets for $50 to sit behind.
Right. No. But it's just if you want to sit in particular sections, you have to be vaccinated. And that's just the Miami. This is just something I'm assuming that they're trying out. But that doesn't mean
you're gonna see a lot of this. Like I said, after July, whenever the day kids can get it, whenever that day is, it's gonna be you're gonna see rules, especially for
Atlanta is 16 and up starting this week, right, RG?
They doing kids 16 and up?
She don't know.
Yeah.
She don't know. Atlanta is 16 and up starting this week. I'm sorry, next week. Next week. So 16-year-olds and up are starting to get the vaccine.
I thought it was in the 50s.
50s what?
I thought they started like 60s, 50s, and did it like that.
Yeah, they do.
That's where it started. Right. But it's starting next week in Atlanta. You can be 16 and up to get the vaccine.
Well, they trying to get it out there. That's good.
Your ass think you know everything. So I got
like I said, the last people are going to be like,
you know nothing and you live
your
there.
ass, you think you
16 and under is going to be the last wave.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel
the names up together.
Kevin Samuel and Kevin Samuel.
Kevin Samuels Jackson.
Kevin Samuels Jackson. Well, yeah, in Atlanta, it's
I can't even type right now. I believe you.
I'll Google it for you real quick.
Google it right quick.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm Googling when I know the facts.
Oh, Green, have any of your joints got their vaccine?
Yeah.
Because to get daddy dick, they got to get the vaccine, right? Get daddy caught. Get daddy caught. You got to do vaccine.
Essential workers.
They're essential workers.
You silly. I wasn't saying that, but
I thought you meant like they're essential workers. Like, I'm sorry, they're really essential workers,
right?
Like in real life,
right.
All right, here we go. In the state of Georgia, all adults starting Thursday will be able to get the vaccine, and that includes.
That's good. You can get your Risker if you really want it.
I'm not getting it.
She don't want it. She's scared.
I'm gonna go get it.
Well, that's good because Atlanta's they faster than the rest of the country right now, ain't they?
Faster as far as what?
Doing 18 and up, like for everybody.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that from anybody else.
But you didn't. You said 16.
Hold on. The pool Thursday, the pool will expand to anyone 16 and over in the state of Georgia.
No health conditions or not.
Nope.
That's what's up.
16 and up. So that's actually this week.
I'm gonna go get it
this week. 16 and up, starting in Atlanta.
They probably did that because they know Atlanta.
Which one are you gonna get, Showtime?
At first, I wanted to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because it's just one and done. I'm still going to get that if it's available. A lot of folks have been talking about the efficacy of the Johnson & Johnson because it's below the 97%, 96% of the other 12. But I think that's because of the time frame that they did the testing. I actually think it's higher than what they're saying. But now I'm to the point where I'm just gonna get whatever they're giving. Like just give it to me.
But like my mom is gonna get it, but like she said, she was like, I'm not going for no 2 shots. I want it one and done. Like, who wants to have to go
away from Johnson & Johnson? Yeah, well, no, I mean you can get just 1 shot of Pfizer. You're still actually higher than Johnson & Johnson.
You don't have to go back and get your second shot.
I'm getting my second shot.
But you don't have to.
You don't have.
It's a booster. The second shot is just a booster.
Right.
It's just a booster, just to make it work better.
I make it even higher. I'm like, it's like 96% now.
No, you don't have to go back and get the second shot, RG. It's not mandatory. It's just a booster shot.
So there's some people who just do the one and they're finished.
Yeah, they don't feel like going back.
Right, they don't want to go back.
But will you die if you don't get the second one?
You'll be like 80 like high 70s.
Why don't we get Dr. Fauci on the show? Maybe he can help us out.
You could be over 96%.
We need a doctor on the show.
Yeah, maybe we can work on. Maybe when I go, I'm going to go live because here we have the drive-in joints where you just drive in, they come to your window, stick your joint, bop, and you keep going.
But in Carolina, you still got to have a health issue or something, right? You have to list under something.
Yeah, but it's not all health related. It can also be where you work. So if you work in the finance field, I think if you work in hotels. If you are, of course,
well, can you just go to another state and get it?
You could.
Can you come here and get it?
Mm-hmm. You could.
Yeah, because y'all just gonna be 18 and up Thursday. Like I said, it's gonna be a ton.
16 and up. 16 and up.
Just come out here and get
it. That's gonna be packed down there. Because some people like there's an anti-vaxxer, but there's people that are
honestly. I don't think people are really checking for that vaccine like that.
It's a lot.
I think they are.
45% of the country got it, so a lot of people are fiending to get it.
I think I have a homeboy who went.
I haven't seen none of the locations packed. I haven't seen none of the.
Have you seen?
Have you been to the locations?
By me, it's like they turn a mall into like one of their central locations to do it at. And
my homeboy, he went and got his at one of the colleges. I think it was at Shaw last weekend, and he said the joint was flooded at one of the.
Yeah, the church I went to, it was packed.
Yeah, he said it was flooded, and I was.
You got yours under the church.
Yeah.
How long did you have to wait?
You mean like in line?
Yeah.
Not that long. Like, it wasn't long.
But you said it was packed.
Right. I mean, they tell you what time to come. You have an appointment.
Oh, it's an appointment.
It's organized.
I don't know how that shit works.
You think you just pop up and say, "Let me get my shot"?
I thought you like COVID tests. You just go.
No,
No, it's an appointment.
This ain't that. Yeah, this ain't that. Like you gotta.
I mean, there are other people that have your appointment time, but like they knock all those people out in that 15, 30-minute time. You know what I mean?
So did we answer the love line?
Where did they give you the shot?
You didn't answer.
What did they give you? Where your shot? Which arm?
Your arm. It was the left. Was this one?
You said my.
No, yeah, it was my left arm.
Let me look at it. Let me see it.
See my left arm. You can't see
it. Look like it's about to fall off. Look like it's about to fall. It's hanging.
That don't look like a bump on the log.
It's a log.
Look like a log. A log. We only did one of the love lines, didn't we?
No, we did two. Up there, still waiting for my answer.
You don't remember? The first one we argued too long, so we went on to the second one.
Yeah. So okay, my love line answer is, I think she need to give my man a break because it's COVID. Ain't nobody trying to do a whole lot of traveling. Ain't nobody trying to be eating
Showtime,
at no restaurant.
That is this. You're going 1 year, like me and Green said. What about the other 3 years? Why you don't want to go to the movies? Why you don't want to go out to eat?
He was working.
He said he's working. I just would like to know, was he doing this before?
I'm wondering, is this from your wife? Showtime, it look like you trying to explain yourself. Is this from your wife? Let me check this email address. Aisha, it's from your wife. You say you're boring
at Gmail.
Miss Showtime.
This is all gonna tell at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's what it says. Trying to defend this brother too hard. He's heard this before.
I'm just saying, I know a hardworking brother when I hear it, man. He sounds like he a hardworking brother. Like he ain't got time for a whole bunch of shucking and jiving. He on his grind. He trying to take care of his wife and their family and trying to handle his business. That's it.
Now, we can't go out to eat.
They offering overtime at the job this weekend. I don't have time.
Nah. Here's the thing.
Yeah, just your wife. Your wife wrote this letter.
He probably longshoreman or something.
If they were off, if he was doing this before they got married and he stopped, it's a major problem. Like the accident's gonna end their marriage. But if he wasn't doing it before, she dead wrong for expecting him to be a whole different.
I agree with that.
You know,
and so it doesn't make it clear how he was before.
Right. But she did say we only travel once during a honeymoon.
Yeah,
that means you were traveling before.
Only been to Mexico, so
why would you marry somebody who ain't he not into traveling? If
y'all haven't traveled for 4 years, why are you trying to travel this year? Like y'all
Instagram. Is she following too many people on Instagram? That's all it is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's all it is.
She see everybody.
Don't be fooled by the gram. You're gonna be out here looking crazy.
She see everybody in Tulum and she thinking that everything is cool.
Shouldn't you still like date your wife?
Yes, you definitely should. Definitely. You have to.
Definitely.
But he's not dating her no more.
It's COVID.
You can go get something.
But was he dating her before?
Right.
That's the real question.
That's the question, right? See, y'all got to put more details in these letters because if we're gonna help you, you got to cover everything. You have to tell us all the details.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't shuck and jive when it comes to
you can't shuck and jive now. Trying to keep little bits and pieces out.
Right. If he wasn't doing it before, I'll step out there and say just break up. But if he was doing it before and he stopped,
break up because he's not traveling, Green.
But see, I said if he
wasn't. No. I said that if he wasn't doing it before. And now it's pissing you off so much. That means you never really liked the guy because you married him at this point when you married the person, that's the person you married. So like when you expect them to change, you're kind of reneging on the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that means you made a mistake.
But I think like what you said,
before,
it's social media. It's social media. She's looking at all these people traveling and couples out, and she's like you said, Showtime, I think he's a hardworking man. and now you thinking about leaving him just because he's not taking you to Tulum, Mexico. Like
Jay-Z and Kanye West, niggas in Tulum coming out.
Right?
I said it already. I said
They did. Niggas in Tulum.
I said that.
Niggas ruin anything.
So come to find out, so
it's safe to go to Paris now, though. I guess
it is. I asked this question because I posed this question on, and we gotta end the show because this is going on too long. But just to give some history on Tulum. So I asked this question on Facebook. I said, well, when did Tulum become popular? So apparently, Nipsey has a song where he references Tulum from the last album, and I guess folks picked it up from there, and then they started, what's Tulum? What are you talking about?
No, because my best friend Delicia has been there way before anybody. That's the first time I ever heard of it, and this was a long time ago.
Right. But I'm saying
People are just putting up on it now, but she's been there.
Right. But she don't have an album. Like she ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like she ain't the reason that people went. I'm saying that Nipsey.
Oh no, I'm not saying she's the reason, but I'm just saying she's already knew about it and went there before the hype.
Right.
Now people
the Tulum was a beautiful place forever. It's just that niggas had infested it.
I would want to go somewhere totally different. The fact that everybody is going there, like I wouldn't even want to. I might pass
the
by.
price goes down and everything when niggas go places. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
that's not true. That's not true at all. That's so not true. That's so not true.
Y'all niggas will
devalue anything.
You niggas devalue anything.
Because so right, but it ain't just to devalue. It's because so many sales now. Like now the hotels got to get competitive. The airlines got to get competitive. It's not because we're bad. It's because we bring so much money, we blow so much money. We make the market competitive. You know what I'm saying? But now, like I said, niggas like us,
I've never been to Cancun.
We don't want to go there.
Y'all been to Cancun?
I've never been to Cancun.
I've never been to Mexico.
Me neither.
You never been to Cancun, RG? I find that surprising.
You've been to Jamaica, Dominican Republic.
Never Cancun, huh? You never been to Mexico at all?
I don't want to go to Mexico because of the Mexican cartel, and I don't want to get killed.
They don't go to the resorts.
I think they will go. Have you ever seen that movie where they went to the resort and took over what was that movie? And it was based on a true story.
I never heard of it.
Cocaine Cowboys?
No, the movie Hotel Rwanda, where the people came and took over the resort in the hotel and killed people, and there was a massacre. I believe that they will do that in Mexico. I do. I believe the cartel will take over. And then they might see me. Of course, I'm going to be their love slave. So I ain't got time for that.
Okay.
It's a Hotel Rwanda. I heard of that movie.
First of all, the movie is 30 years old. Second of all,
it's based on a true story.
First of all, Rwanda's in South Africa.
What is his name? Don Cheeto? What's
Don
his name?
Cheeto.
Cheeto. Don Cheeto. Oh my God. Don Cheetos.
Don Cheeto.
What's his name?
Don Cheadle. Cheadle.
He's an A-list black actor. He's a great actor.
I just can't get names right. I still don't even know. Y'all told me I say, what's his name? Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
What's his name?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
He's a British.
That's it.
I know who he is. He string a bell, but it's Idris. I don't even know the nigga name. I call him string a bell.
Let's just make a song real quick.
Ipsis Hustle. Ipsis Elba.
Idris, Don Cheetos, y'all know.
You don't respect these good black actors. These guys.
Right.
I respect them. That's why I'm telling you about the movie. I just don't know names. I'm not good with names. I call you what I want, what I think you should be called.
Obviously, that's why you have no problem with someone calling you a name. So it all makes sense.
Because I don't know your name. So
now it all comes full circle. All right, let's wrap this thing up, man. Let's get out of here. I'm tired of y'all. You know how I said, be thankful for what you have. It's always somewhat less. Tomorrow is never promised. So today, let's all consider ourselves blessed. Make sure you listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Stitcher, however you get your podcast. Make sure you download it, stream it, subscribe to it, all that. Give us some stars too, so you can let everybody know how dope we are. Also, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. We got some heat coming for our Instagram fans. And yeah, man, we'll see y'all next week. RG, what you got?
Nothing. See y'all next week.
All right, cool. Aren't you anxious? Don't you have a closing? Do you have a closing? We haven't done this in so long. Do you have a closing?
Yeah, she forgot it. She's drunk
I don't know.
and high.
Right.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Off a couple.
I mean, no, you don't stay high for an hour. Like the high's been gone.
Well, when I had that edible, I was high for 3 hours. So. Yeah. So Okay.
I'm gonna have one.
I'm gonna get some from the guy and send it to you, RG. I'm gonna get you some lemonade and some goldfish because it's.
No, hey, I'm gonna cash app you because
Yeah.
I definitely want to try it.
It was.
I want to try it live. Matter of fact, I want to do it on the show live.
Well, you have to do it before the show.
I'm gonna do it at the beginning of the show and see how I am
throughout the show.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's gonna be a test.
Okay. I'm with it.
I'm gonna cash app you, and I really want it.
I'm with it. I will mail it to you. I promise, because it was different. It's very different. Okay, DJ Green, what you got? You're the drug expert on the show. What you got?
If you have drug dealer of the show, the drug dealer.
If you have
the neighborhood dope boy on the show, what you got, DJ Green?
If you have step,
you're the trapper of the year, DJ Green. What you got?
If you have step, you're gonna get
no Brown of the group, DJ Green.
If you have step, you're gonna get half result. DJ Green. And hard work always pays off. And fellas, remember, if she won't submit, you
DJ Green will get acquitted when he gets.
No, you're wrong. You said, fellas, don't invest in these hoes, invest in stock. It was something like that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
But right now, it's if she won't submit, you must acquit. Yeah, it's don't invest in hoes, invest in stocks. We're gonna get shirts like that, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get those shirts.
Okay.
No, I think I worded it. It's don't invest in hoes, invest in stocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said don't twice. All right.
Okay, great. All right, so we will see y'all next week, man. I don't know if we're doing this thing on Wednesday or Thursday. Just find us when you find us. Find us where you can find us. We'll just be around. All right,
we'll
y'all.
Find y'all. We'll find you.
Don't call us.
We'll call you, right? All right, y'all. Peace.